You should have just listened to me when I said it. Nah, I can tell it. If I wake up every morning, they go play it. I mean, I never said it. You, I came up. What's good? What's good? What's good, squad? Hope everybody had a blessed weekend. It's your boy Pit Mob. I'm about to do this breakdown on NAS. I got some monthly levels of supply, some monthly levels of demand. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's get right into it. Let's kill this week. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for this week. Last Friday we killed it. Me and the squad killed it. Caught 157 pips for 12 p.m. It was fire. Let's go for another record this week. Let's talk about these. Let's get right into the breakdown, guys. So I'm on my monthly time frame, as we always get on for our breakdowns. This is where I'm gonna get my heavy levels of demand, heavy levels of supply. From last week, I did have a level down here that we spoke about, right? So we had a level here. We see multiple bounces. Once we had a breakout, came back, retested that level, created a demand, right? She came back to that zone. You can see multiple bounces in this area. I went ahead and took this out since we're not trading over here. I want to focus on where we're trading now. So I put a monthly supply at the high rejection. So we have a monthly level at 16376, right? Monthly supply level there. And then I have a monthly demand slash supply at 15,250, 15,250 area. So as you can see, once we got a bullish engulfing off that zone, she bounced. Once she broke under it, you have multiple month rejections, leaving wicks from that same zone, and then she fell from there. So as long as she trades above, I'm going to be treating it as a demand zone. Once she trades under this zone, I'm going to be treating it as a supply. As you can see, once we traded above, we push. We have a monthly supply up here at our next level. And then once we traded under, as you can see on the monthly time frames multiple times, and she fell. She rejected that zone and fell. So right now we already left a monthly wick to that side. Now our next month is already wanting to create a new higher low. So as you can see, we have a higher high, higher low for our next higher high, if she's going to continue this bullish trend. So I want to see her trade under this area at 15,250 before I take some shorts. And then we have a weekly demand here that we'll talk about shortly. But these are my three zones. I do have a monthly demand down here as well as at 13,613 area, 13,620. As you can see, once she traded above this area, she rejected it, pushed up from here. Once she came back here, left multiple wicks. And you had a full candlestick closure underneath this area, and you can see the monthly candlestick came back, wicked off there, rejected it, came back, wicked off there, rejected it again. Once we traded above, she continued to push to rally. So if she does come trade under my monthly demand slash supply zone, turns this demand into a supply, right? And I can look for shorts into this weekly demand or this monthly demand here. But as long as she respects this is the level of demand for me. But as long as she respects this area here, I will be taking the buys from here. And if she breaks under it, then I will be taking the shorts. Simple as that. Let's go down into our weekly time frame. Go ahead and talk about our weekly supplies. So I have a weekly level of demand here at 14,690. That's going to be my blue lines. So we have a weekly level of demand here, as you can see, multiple times on the weekly time frames. She pushed above, big push from there, came back, push, traded under, rejected it, traded above, traded under, traded above, bounce, multiple areas of rejection in the zone, right? So we got area here, 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 and here, right? So I have a level there that as long as she continues to hold that level and hold my monthly demand, I'm going to be catching buys from here. If she comes trade back under my monthly demand, turns it into a supply, and I'm going to be catching shorts. And then we do have an area here, like I said, at 14,680 area that we can potentially have some targets there. We do have a weekly supply up here, so if we're gonna catch the longs, we have to be aware of these weekly supplies at 15,547. As you can see, multiple times rejection in this area once we traded above, and she pushed off that area. So now we're back above. Rejection, rejection, rejection here. As long as we trade above this area, I'm going to be looking for the longs, and then we do have another weekly supply at this level. So let me go ahead. And this level is going to be at 15,819, so 15,820 area. So you can see that multiple rejections in this area. Once she traded above, she pushed up. Once she traded under, we have a candlestick wicked from that same zone and then pushed down. So we're trading right back in that zone where we're already seeing rejection from it. As long as she can hold this weekly supply, turn it into demand, right? Then I'm going to be looking for the longs until this next supply area here. Simple as that. And then if we can't hold those levels and we come trade back under my monthly demand and turn it into supply, then guess what? I'm going to be looking for shorts all the way down to this weekly. It all depends how this next candlestick closes. Let's go down into our daily. I do have a daily zone here that I want to talk about. Okay, cool. So in our daily, we can kind of see this zone being respected a little more. So as you can see, once we traded above, this is the zone at 15,440 area. So 15,443 right now. I have that line at. This is my daily zone. And once she traded fully broke above it, you can see she came back, created a bounce from this area, so created a demand zone. She pushed back up from here. Then once she traded, full body stick closed under it, you can see you have multiple rejections from that same exact zone. She traded under, came back, traded above, held it, traded under. So I can expect the same reaction for us to catch sales from this daily zone here, as long as she respects it. So overall market, it's still bullish. So we do have a bullish trend on the monthly, we do have a bullish trend on the weekly, and we do have a bullish trend on the daily. So weekly, as long as she holds above this level here, this daily level, then the buys are active. But if she continues to hold under and she breaks under this monthly demand, turns it into a supply zone, then the shorts are active, and then we'll be catching shorts to our weekly demand zone. Let's go down to our 4 hours and just talk about this area right here. I would really like to talk about this area around 15,351. So I'm gonna put a rectangle in this area. It is an area where you can see multiple, even if you go left, I mean, you can see multiple areas that market had a reaction on this zone. So as you can see, once we came, rejected it on the 4 hours, right? Then a full candlestick closure above, as you can see, we came back, retested that same zone that she rejected, turned the supply into a demand, right? Pushed up from it. Once she came back under, you can see she retested that zone, pushed down, and we already have a candlestick rejection from that same exact zone. So in order for me to catch longs or shorts in smaller time frames, I would like to see if this monthly turns into a supply, then we can take the shorts, right? As long as this monthly holds, and then we have this area, this next resistance area here that needs to hold, and then we have a daily, right? So we can always capitalize in between, right? It's 80 pips, 90 pips in between zones, 190 to our weekly supply. So as long as she continues to reject this area here, then I will be catching shorts, and our take profits needs to be at this daily levels and this monthly levels here, and then we got weekly levels down here. So overall, NASDAQ, we're still bullish. All I want to see is if she respects this, continues to reject off this zone here, and if she does, I will continue to catch sales. She comes straight under my monthly. turns a demand zone into a supply, we will be catching shorts from there. As long as she continues to respect this, trades above my daily, we have areas of supply up here that we need to watch out for. But as long as she holds that, I will be looking for longs all the way up to my weeklies and my monthlies. We have a rejection here at 1580, 800. So 15800 area, we do have a rejection. So this is our breakdown. I won't get into my 2 hours or 1 hour. That's gonna be my intradays right before I get on the markets with y'all. And we're gonna speak about that more in Wednesday classes. But yeah, I'm excited for the week. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's kill this week. Let's go.